Good morning, everyone. Terima kasih banyak. Thank you so much for coming. I know it's a big effort to wake up early in the morning, and really appreciate you guys. And I think I'm very blessed to have a family, friends, colleagues who are very supportive to me. And I think 95% of the people here, I know you guys, and you are the biggest supporters for me. So really thankful. Today I'm going to discuss about ending insensitivity in three realms: in the society, at work, and at home. I would like to encourage all of us to realize that small things that you do matter, and that each one of us has the power and also is significant to create a stronger, more resilient, and a happier community. Okay? But before this is me, 20 kilograms ago. So I started my career back then in 2011 in the public sector. I worked in the UN in Jakarta and in Geneva, Switzerland, and also worked for the government of Indonesia also before. I have 6 years of combat experience, starting off as a social media intern, and then communication consultant, officer, and then public diplomacy associate, and then the last one, I was a program manager for a program in the UN in the domain of small businesses and economic empowerment. This is my second year jumping into the private sector, trying out new stuff, because I think we only live once, so we gotta do it right. And I was quite nervous because, coming from the public sector, coming from IR or international relations background, I have all of this idealism that I bring with me, and wondering if it will work in the private sector as well. So far so good, so far so exciting. So I currently work so my profession is a partnerships broker. I work in a boutique consulting firm called Pearl Consulting, based in Singapore, and we're going to talk more about that later in one of the realms. Okay? But more about me, characteristic side. So I usually associate myself with this guy, Chris Traeger. I don't know if you know this guy in Parks and Recreation series. So if you like to see, I'll be Caddy. Positive reinforcement. Nice shot. Great sweeping. Way up. Right, so this is basically, sometimes people tell me that I'm extremely positive, extremely optimistic, and annoyingly positive. But I think it's a trait that I want to keep, because I can always lift up others and always give energy to others. But talking about energy, some more things about me. I feel like I'm energized the most when I'm in the crowd of strangers. Not like you guys, because you're not strangers to me. In the crowd of strangers, happy strangers, just to see the energy coming from these people. For example, this one, I was there in the Asian Games opening ceremony, just to be there with people who are having fun, who are happy, who are with their friends and family. It's like energy is the most. And another thing that I really like to do is actually taking a ride, an MRT ride on the weekend. Because I can see families hanging out in Bundaran HI, and they're taking their kids, young parents. Hey kids, this is that, and the kids are asking, Dad, what is ASEAN? ASEAN is, So, but again, taking up communication with families and friends, happy, just energizes me the most. But still talking about MRT, I would like to share with you what do I mean by small things that you do, by the small things that matter for everyone around us. So this is an example, still in an MRT station. I'm sure you've seen this video before, but so you watched this video before? Yeah? Okay, so let's take a look closer at this video. So, you see that Tommy and Glenn are having a mini concert and appreciation sponsored by CTV. And like, somehow, these ladies are playing. Wait. Kita ulang karena singkat ya. That's very sensitive for me. But the small thing that Tom is doing, stopping having a fuss in the boss, itu nggak perfect buat dia ya. Tapi it's a small thing. Glenn, it's like trying to smile and like separate the two. It's a small gesture. And then talking to the lady, it's such a small gesture. And this guy is like keep on dancing, having fun. That's like a very nice small gesture to keep environment fun, to keep that bond in the community. So that's like an example of a small thing that you could do and that matter in your environment. Okay? So that's that. So let's talk about the reals now. I will start with real number one, which is in the society. So we're starting from like a very big picture now. I'm going to give you examples that is very close to me because I'm currently working in a tech giant that I think I mentioned. No, I can't. In the society. So let's look. Data number one. Indonesia. We have about 268 million people in Indonesia. 56% of them, which is 150 million, are using the internet. Can you imagine, although the penetration is a bit lower than the country, 56%, but it is a huge number. Yeah, 100% of this are using social media. Yeah, and then 80% of the social media users, which is about 100 plus million, are accessing social media through mobile phones, which means it's very easy for us Indonesians to connect, to use the internet, to connect to the online world. Yeah? Now, it makes me wondering, with such a huge market and a huge potential opportunity, I just want to see where is Indonesia in digital literacy. Does anyone know what digital literacy is? No? Okay, right, yeah. What is it, Eno?
It's just the ability to use the devices.
Ability to use devices. Desi, you want to say something?
Yes, it's the 21st century skills that you must know when you use technology. Not just in utilizing it, but also in discerning.
Yes.
In processing.
Yeah, and how to use it safely and appropriately. Yeah? So, just a disclaimer that in the world, there is still unclear measure to measure digital literacy in the country because it's very difficult. The data is very difficult, and it's basically related to your behavior online. So it's very difficult. So I'm going to use a data as a proxy to calculate where Indonesia is in digital literacy. So this is a list of 100 countries in the world, and Indonesia is number 63. A bit above Vietnam, but below Zambia. That's like crazy. So let me tell you about what this data is. So this is coming from the Inclusive Internet Index 2019 by the Economist Intelligence Unit, commissioned by Facebook. And I'm looking at, they have like 4 index four sub-index to create this index, Inclusive Internet Index, which are availability, affordability, relevance, and readiness. Under the readiness sub-index, there are literacy, trust and safety, and policy. And this ranking is the first one, literacy, under readiness, which is the level of education and preparedness to use the internet. Under that, there are still 4, to calculate all of this, there are 4 criteria as well. Level of literacy, educational attainment, like because there's the assumption that when you are more educated, then you can be more digitally literate. And then support for digital literacy by the government or by society, by the private sector as well, and also level of web accessibility. If there's infrastructure, if the government is like having their website accessible for inclusivity, for example. So this is the data, and I think this is a good proxy because it's very structured. I just like the data because of it. So Indonesia is number 63. When we compare with ASEAN countries, we are actually fine. We are number 3 from the 8 countries. Singapore and Malaysia are above us. Indonesia number 3, and we have the other countries, including Thailand, down there. This is, you can debate this data, it's fine. Because it's like a growing mechanism or method to see the level of literacy in this country. But let's use the proxy first. But compared to the G20 countries, we are number 3 from below. Yeah, even countries who are like, I would say that it's not a democracy, like Saudi Arabia and China are above us. Yeah, so aside from this data, from the global perspective, there's always this, digital in 2019, we are social research. I want to give you a snippet about the character of our community. So in Indonesia, we are number 5 in terms of average amount of time per day spent using the internet. In the Philippines, they spend 10 hours plus per day online. That's crazy. And then in Indonesia, it's basically 8 hours. Assuming that we are working for 8 hours a day, that's like the same amount, basically. Yeah. Meanwhile, the worldwide average is 6 hours plus 40 minutes. Yeah. So this is just to imagine. But sadly, kan sebenarnya when you think about 8 hours, if we are using the internet for a good purpose, that'll be fine. But let's see what the purpose are for Indonesian community. Right. So again, I'm using a proxy. So this the availability of e-content or mobile content case of Indonesia out of 100 countries. This is still coming from the EIU index. So for commerce, for shopping and all that, we are ranked 73rd from 100 countries. For e-finance, transferring, banking and all that, ranked number 72. For health, we are ranked number 54. Okay lah, it's a good measure. But for entertainment, we are ranked number 1. Number 9, sorry. I was so confused by ranked number 9 from 100 countries, which is like amazing. What do you think people do when they feel good? Lambe Pura, okay? Like, Instagram is talking about celebrities and celebrity. What else, guys? YouTube, Spotify to look for music, to look for funny videos, cat videos, yeah? What else do you think that Indonesia is? Huh? Facebook? Facebook for adults, maybe? Sorry, Mom. And then WhatsApp, exactly. So WhatsApp, yeah, but not entertainment. WhatsApp is more like, WhatsApp, sorry, entertainment, many things, right? Like stalking and all that, right? So, tweet war with celebrity. It's some sort of entertainment for us. Like people having a fuck, that's like entertainment for us, which is bad. Okay, so we have the data. But then when we combine the data with the character of our netizens, let's see. Karakteristik netizen Indonesia bikin bangga. Guys, just come. Karakteristik netizen Indonesia bikin bangga atau mengelus dada. Which one do you choose? Semuanya. Mengelus dada, like you side. So yeah. So if you look at the data that we are number 3 in ASEAN, that we're not actually the use of e-health and e-finance commerce is fine, but not e-entertainment. But then when we realize that our own behavior online is not good, considering that we have 150 million users of social media, And this is quite dangerous. You real quick? A bit, yeah? Okay, right. So, let's see. I don't like this. So, these are examples of those insensitivity going online. You see, all of these are examples. I apologize because the examples are all lady celebrities. But this is like the easiest I could find. Let's start with the second one. Do you know who that is? The second one on top. Mulan Jamila. Lagi sholat Id ya. And then took a selfie, post it on Instagram, and then netizen. Ini pakai kamera depan yang lebih smooth ya. Emang ini wajah fresh kameranya? Why are you like being so, you know, it's Mulan's face, she's pretty gitu kan. And let's see, this is Aurel. Aurel is the daughter of Krisdayanti. So we remember, when we were like in high school, maybe me when I was in high school, I remember Aurel was like still a small kid, right? But then now she has grown up. But still again, me get it, hey, are you like dirty or something? Oh, that's like just like crossing the border. And then this one, Shahri, is like, you know, giving a snippet of her dress and all that. And the comment was, Mbak Shahri, it's like a kaplak meja ya, gaunnya. Who always says that? Okay? And last one, ini siapa sih? I forgot the name. Nikita Mirzani. So, you know, Nikita Mirzani is very viral because of the scandals and all that. So the comment is like, orang yang jadi makan uang haram, mau cari kiamat dia curang. Who wants to know that? It's very funny. And the above one, kasih tahu deh temennya jalan hidup yang benar, udah hidup nggak benar, makin nggak benar lagi aja sama laki orang misalnya. It's so private, ngenyek, or you know, like they think that they are like the righteous person, the purest, you know. So this phenomenon with the netizen of Indonesia, I call it crossing the private space. Yeah, it's like you feel like you're anonymous. You are able to say whatever you have in mind to whoever on social media. Is this something that you think is right? Now, I want you to reflect a little bit on this question. Do we see internet as a medium for absolute freedom? Sometimes, yeah? Sort of a little bit, yeah? Not for you then, for others, for those netizens and in here. I think they see internet as a medium for absolute freedom. So, albeit their education background and level of economy, some people do not measure impacts of what they do in the digital world. What are you looking for? What is your aim? What is your purpose of crossing that private space, right? So let's come back to digital literacy then. What digital literacy is actually. So based on UNESCO, digital literacy is the ability to access, to manage, to understand which is like, you know, you understand that the news is correct, you understand that it's not misinformation, things like that, for example, to integrate in your daily life, also in your offline life, to communicate using the messaging service and all that, to evaluate, to be critical about the things that you see online, and also to create information, to comment rightly, to share things, to post something safely and appropriately through digital devices and network technologies for participation in economic and social life. So this, I would like to encourage you guys to really improve the digital literacy of our society, because it's very important for us to build that. What kind of community that we want to have in Indonesia? But safely, okay. I've been in so with my partner who was there, we've been in this company, Tech Giant, and we are trying to improve digital literacy in Indonesia as well. We work with partner, we work with Helena. Hi Helena. We work with many different stakeholders as well to exactly share the awareness of, okay, there are risks, there are potential risks, there are potential benefits as well when you're using online media or social media. You need to know how to create a strong password. You need to know how to report content. You need to know how to not share your information openly to the public, right? So this kind of thing, we can do it, I think, rather easily than the other one. So I think what we need to emphasize as well is, digital citizenship, basically. So this is how I define digital citizenship. When all of us are being aware that we now live in a digital society, yeah, understanding that the norms online are similar with the norms offline. There are limits, there are other people's rights as well that we need to respect. There are ada budaya gosip misalnya. Yeah, I mean, you don't talk about your neighbor in front of the neighbor, right? You know what I mean? So I'm not encouraging budaya gosip, but still understanding that norms online exist as well, like it is in the offline world. Okay? And the third one is to add that insensitivity when you're doing your activities online and start measuring the impacts of the things that you do in the digital world. Okay? Alright, so this is real number one in the society. Now, real number two at work. Okay? I spoke to you in the beginning of this presentation that my profession is a partnership broker. I might assume that most of you don't know what a partnership broker is. And once in Indonesia, and once you hear the word broker, it's like, not important, or you're just like taking people shit, or you don't do the real things like that, right? But then let me explain to you what partnership broker is. Partnership. So partnership is when So partnership happens when different social actors are working together to pool their diverse resources for the achievement of sustainable development or to address developmental challenges. So more together than they would by working alone. So it's basically that a partnership broker is individuals or organizations that work to steer and support the building of that partnership, stimulating, shaping, managing, and tracking the process of working together. So, this, by the way, is like, this is made by the partnering cycle. The partnering initiative is the partnership cycle. So, I'm working as a consultant to this company. What I do is trying to scoping the needs. What does my client want to do? What does my client want to do? And then identifying potential partners. Who should we work with? And then building the relationship. We map and plan the stakeholders of that. And then we agree with partner. Okay, I'm going to work with you, for example. And then we agree on the governance and structures. We deepen the engagement. We deliver the projects. And then still we need to agree on measuring results, reviewing efficiency, revising and all that, how to scale the impact and then move on. Because this is not based on a project only, but like more to mid-term or long-term partnership. We do this because we believe that a social actor cannot do things alone when we want to make changes. And sometimes when we say that we want to do public-private partnership, there is a power dynamic there. The corporate sector, who usually have the fund, sometimes is seen as the stronger one, that the partner organization who implement the program, who get the money. Yeah? But to make it easier for you to understand even more, let me start with a role, a profession that is called project manager. So this is not exhaustive, this list, but the project manager is usually, in terms of partnership, yeah, they document shared objectives, they maintain a respectful work environment, they do root cause analysis and clinical assessment, they document technical activities like what do we do next. They facilitate exchange of updates, they organize meetings and all that. They review project commitments and documenting and sharing project lessons learned. But then, partnership broker is not only documenting shared objective, but emphasizing in the principle of mutual benefit and transparency, so that we ensure there is an agreement of shared objective. Jadi nggak kita paksa from one way that there is okay, this is my mission as the founder, for example, and then like I want you to also have this objective as well. So make sure that they also open up, and this is related to the number 2, because partnership broker should establish a deeper understanding of core competencies. Like the tech giant might have a knowledge of the platform, but then maybe the partner organization has knowledge of the community they want to serve. So like exactly understanding those core competencies will be like a good way to start. And this also to dispel the attitudes of inequity. Like when doing my work, I need to be very mindful of that perceived power dynamic between the funding partner and also the implementing partner. So that's a very important point for me. Number 3, partnership broker resolve issues even though responsibility is within the partner organization. So it's not like, hey, I blame you for not being able to solve this, but then I'm also finding out what the problem is, how I can help you, how we can do this together. That's also important. Number 4 is open discussions. If partner organization has challenges, and if I as the other partner also have a problem, need to be open on that. Differences in partners and ensuring that both introverts and extroverts are having a say, so that we are still being open. Explicitly naming added value. This is like to give courage for all partners, right? And recognizing that each of us has contributions. And the last one is to openly discuss. Instead of like me looking from my perspective that this part is learned. Everything right?
Okay, yes, before you finish this one and before you go on, we need to have one.
Lagi B1302 PKJ.
Okay.
Mohon maaf ya.
Gak apa-apa. Iqbal selanjutnya tidak apa-apa. Okay. Yeah, the last one is instead of looking at from our perspective that these are the lessons learned, this is what I like about the program. But you need to like facilitate like a meeting to know what is the lessons learned from different perspectives. And you need to document it. And you always need to recognize, acknowledge the different perspective than yours to be able to create a long-lasting partnership. So the focus on here is based on project. The focus on this is based on the partnership experience. Yeah, I think it's easier. You get to know more. Yeah. Okay. So after dealing with this for about 1.5 years, so and this is coming from my boss, Julian Pro. I got to know more about the skills and the principles that we need when working as a partnership broker. I underlined some stuff because those are related with today's talk. Skills, connectivity, empathy, strategic thinking, and diplomacy. Connectivity, you need to have strong network, you need to know people, you need to be able to communicate in the society that you are in. Because exactly partnership, you need to know which is the right organization or individual that you need to work with, right? Second is empathy. If it's partnership, then it's not only all about your company or your organization, but it's also about the founder that you're working with. So that's very important, and that's how I learned it, becoming less sensitive. And things are becoming more sensitive. Yeah? Strategic thinking. You have a role in your company
Of course, like your company should be always number one. Well, it's debatable, but always be number one. But then again, critically thinking, strategically thinking that how do you engage with the partner so it's becoming a mutual benefiting for everyone. And also diplomacy. There's always must be conflicting interests and all that, but then again, diplomacy plays a role here. Now, the principles. Valuing diversity. Understanding, recognizing that people are different, that organizations are different, they have different values, they have different background, so you just need to be mindful that it's okay to be different. Equity, the last one, the one that I discussed about being mindful that there might be a perceived power dynamic, yeah? And then openness, again, the ability for you to listen, the skill of wanting to listen from others as well. Mutual benefit and also courage. That as a partnership broker, there are low side as well, where maybe a partner or two, they are having like a downside as well sometimes, and then as a role in the middle, you need to be willing to encourage also all the stakeholder partners. So, why am I talking about this? I'm not asking you to be a partnership broker to do this, but definitely you can use these principles and skills when you are working in the professional world. Not only when you are partnering with external organization, but when you are working with your teammates. Yeah? Because sometimes we do have our own interests lah. Tapi I think it could work better if we have challenges in front of us, if we work together and apply these skills and also collaborative principles. And this is very important because I think we can do this to achieve more together than we work by working alone. Okay? Right. So that's the second real. The third real, at home. Yeah? Let me talk to you about one guy. Dimas. Dimas, say hi to everyone. Alright. So Dimas is my brother who happens to be within the autism spectrum disorder. Yeah. Dimas was born 12 years after me. So I'm very lucky to be able to witness a life of a person, of a beautiful human being, from when he was this small until he's this big. It wasn't an easy journey for me, to be honest, to accept the fact that he is within this autism spectrum disorder. I am still a very ambitious guy, perfectionist, and having that high standard of life, a standard of how an ideal human being is supposed to be, and how we should achieve day by day. So it was very difficult for me, not to mention the journey of my parents who are both here today. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for coming. Their journey also in learning and accepting the diagnosis of my brother. And I just couldn't accept the situation. I tried, but I couldn't, and I'm so ashamed. I was in the middle, so torn, how can I improve the situation while also being sensitive to my family. One day, when Dimas was a kid, I mumbled, "Have you just been normal?" I was hurt, but can you imagine how hurt he would be should he understand at that moment about this, right? I was being so insensitive, but thank God, one day, I think it's turning point to me that somehow in my head, I'm thinking that he didn't choose to live this way, right? So I got to accept, I got to love more, I've got to be there for him and for the family, right? Almost about 3 years ago, I came back from Geneva, Switzerland to Indonesia from work, and then I was suddenly confused and panicking because I see that Dimas has grown up. Udah kuliah sekarang. Yes. And then my parents are not getting younger, so Dimas will eventually be, I will eventually be the caretaker or the guardian for Dimas. So I was panicking, a lot of questions in my head, like, how am I supposed to do this? Do I know even his diagnosis? Do I know if there is any education service for him in the future? How about his health? What kind of profession that he can do? Because we cannot expect Dimas to do the same, but I cannot expect anyone else to do the same like how we do it, right? And if Dimas can marry and raise a family, and what if I need help, right? So I was doing a lot of research online. But unfortunately in Indonesia, there hasn't been any support group for siblings with siblings of individuals with autism. And I was like having a bit of a breakdown because I'm so disappointed with the system that we have right now, because the support groups are mainly focusing on the parents and in the beginning stage of life of the individual with autism, right? But what about the future when they become adult? Like, I don't know, if the society is welcoming enough to receive such human being. If there's a lot of worry inside my head. So I did a lot of research but became disappointed. So I asked my mom if she knows if there are any siblings out there that I can contact, right? And then I started to call text people like, hey, my name is Amri, I feel this, I feel that, you know. Do you feel the same, you know? Like, if yes, then let's meet up, you know. And then after that, I met them. So this is Bagus. Bagus is the younger brother of an autistic individual. So Bagus has been living throughout his life, living with an autistic sibling. That's already like a different experience with life. 12 years of difference. So I think, you know, the gap is pretty wide. They are actively working with her mom to provide a better solution for the younger sibling, younger brother, autistic sibling. And this is Diva, the spouse of Dera. So we met, we do share a lot of similar story and happy moments also with our siblings. I feel very grateful because I feel wonderful because I just can meet with people who I can relate with, because this is not usual. You know, when I was in junior high school, perhaps if I have my friends coming to my house, to our home, just like hanging out and see how weird they must could be, misalnya, as an example, I felt like, oh shit, I don't know what to do, like, you know. But then when I discuss with these siblings, they can relate and they can give me feedback. So there is also a maturity process for me in this journey. So it's also a challenging one, but an interesting one. I'm grateful to have this because then I can learn about something else as well. So we learned together about the different spectrum of autistic and ADHD, and also how we as siblings can play a bigger role for our autistic siblings and for our family. And that's why we created or we built Jakarta SIP Squad. So this is basically a support group for siblings of individuals with autism around Jakarta. Siblings are busy as well with their own life. This is like something that I don't want us to think that this is a curse or that this is a problem that you need to be like sad about every day, right? That's like one thing. Second thing, as a younger member of the family, we need to be able to help support our parents to be strong. That's the first thing, at least. And the second thing is to find out what are the mechanisms out there to support our siblings better. The third thing is for the autistic sibling himself. Like, you know, he will face a lot of objection from the society about the things that they do, about the awkwardness that they do outside. So we need to be ready to be the caretaker of the autistic sibling. And the fourth one, as a sibling myself, and usually for Bagus, so that he would live as a secondary child in the family. Because all the focus has been go through the autistic sibling, because they need the most attention as well. So the theory is that how we can maintain that pride or self owning, I don't know how to say it, like us as the typical sibling, that we still have our own life, and that we are worthy, we deserve to have our life as well. So I don't want the other siblings to step back and then feel like I'm always a secondary child. Okay? So, and that's the aim of Jakarta Sips Club. So every quarter we try to do an activity, mostly sharing session, inviting expert psychologists and all that to find the right role for us as a typical sibling, and also for ourselves to be strong and to be ready as a future caretaker. And the next ones, I imagine that we would do some sort of like siblings picnic. Maybe we bring our autistic sibling in the MRT or things like those. And also, we would like to have an information or knowledge repository where siblings or even parents can Google easily like higher education for autistic kids. Companies that open for jobs for autistic individuals, things like that. So yeah, so I think what I have learned from this experience that I need to be, this is not, I wouldn't say that this is like a small thing, but at least I should try to go beyond and become less insensitive when it comes to my family. Acceptance, right? Being supportive, and because I believe that family is going to matter for me a lot and all time. So this one. And I think by having the Jakarta Sips Club, I can start with my own pain point to support others as well. And this comes back to the first reality in the society. Yeah? So those are the three realities that I want to talk about today. So hopefully by doing all of those small things in the three realms, we could add insensitivity for a stronger and more resilient community. I only highlight two of them because I haven't reached the happy community one. So then how my theory could support the third objective, happy community? Because there is the fourth realm. Surprise, surprise. The fourth realm is to end insensitivity with ourselves. Yeah? You need to recognize, you need to reward yourself for the small thing that you do to others. You need to think that it's great. You need to believe that you are doing fine. My family, thank you so much for coming here because it means so much to me. My best friends from SMA, my best friend from SMA, my best friends, my roomie is here even. My colleagues, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. It means so much to me. So like, the things that you do, small things that you do in the society, at work, at home, is very important for the rest of people. Whatever you do, whatever you are, if you are a CEO of a big enterprise, if you are a guy who sells sayur vegetables in the market, or if you are like a jamu or even a Gojek driver, what you do is helping others. If you think about it, right? So you need to be proud of that. You need to reward yourself. You don't need to be like people with a high jabatan or people who talk like me in the on the stage and say things, right? But remember that you are worthy and you need to love yourself, and may you be happy. And that's
how we create a happier community. Yeah? So I'm going to end this talk with a quote sent by another colleague who is not here today. She sent me this 2 days ago and say, Amri, maybe you can use this in your presentation on Saturday. If you see someone being interrupted in a conversation, acknowledge them. Don't let them be pushed to the side. If you see someone lagging behind, walk beside them. If someone is being ignored, take the step to include them. Always remind people of their worth. I would add also our worth. It hurts when it feels like you are being forgotten. That small gesture can mean a lot. Thank you so much for listening to me and hope you have a happy day.